Hello everyone, welcome to the Civil Engineers Club and myself Pramod Chandra Roy. Here you can see my qualification. I have completed my diploma in civil engineering from Jalpaiguri Polytechnic Institute, and currently I am pursuing my BTech in civil engineering, which will be completing in the year of 2023. You can follow my Instagram and Facebook to connect with me. So I will be running a whole playlist in the particular subject called environmental engineering in this channel. So first of all, in this subject environmental engineering, we have to know what is environment first. So we all know whatever surrounds us is called the environment, including the biotic factor, or you can call about the abiotic factors. So all are including in this environment. So the second thing is why we are studying this environmental engineering subject. I mean, what are the objectives to study the subject environmental engineering? So the first objective will be to save the environment from the human activities, and the second objective will be saving the humans from the natural calamities. Okay, so in the subject of environmental engineering, we can classify this subject into two big part and one small part. So if we talk about the water demand part, so you have to know what is the demand. If you talk about a city, suppose you are staying in a city or you are staying in a village area, so you have to know what is the water demand in daily basis. What is the water demand, what amount of water you are consuming daily. Okay, so you have to know about the water demand of the city, of the town or village or something like that. So you have to know first the water demand. After you know the demand, you have to supply the water. You have to supply the water to the people according to their water demand. So before supplying, you have to know about the sources of water, from where you are taking the water. So if you talk about the sources of water, there will be two types of sources of water, that is subsurface water and the surface water. Surface water means water is available in the ground surface, and subsurface means underground water. You can call it underground water simply. So after you are taking, after you know the sources of water, you know the demand. After that, you have to check the quality of the water, or you can directly consume the river water as drinking purpose. No, you cannot consume directly. You have to know about the characteristics or the quality of the water. It is possible to consume, or you have to treat before using. So when you are knowing the characteristics of water, like physical characteristics, chemical characteristics, and the biological characteristics. Physical means the odor or smell, odor, smell, and the color of the. Suppose I am giving you a green color water. So will you consume? No, green water is not. Green water maybe I have taken from the pond. Huh. So you are not consuming that. So you know the water demand, and you know the sources of water, and you know the characteristics also. After that, suppose you are getting the polluted water, or you are getting the river water. So we cannot directly use the river water. We have to treat the water. We have to purify the water for the, if we using for drinking purposes. So we have to treatment. We have to treatment for the water. So we are treating the water. After the treatment, what we do? We take the water from a from the treatment plant to the reservoir. I mean the service reservoir. After storing the water, purified water to the service reservoir, then we will distribute it to the peoples by the pipelines. Okay, so the water part in the environmental engineering is starting from the source, from the source we are taking the water, that is called the intake. After the water part, the second part of the environmental engineering is the sewage part. Okay, sewage. What is sewage? Sewage is like 99.9% of water and 0.1% of solid. It is consisting. So sewage is the you can call directly the liquid waste you are producing from the household or the industry, so many, etc., etc. So the liquid waste we are producing, that is called sewage, and this sewage is producing by us. So what we have to do, we have to know about the characteristics of the sewage. Without knowing the characteristics of the sewage, we cannot treat the sewage. Okay, so after we knowing the characteristics of the sewage, we are doing the treatment of the sewage. So before treating, we have to know the system of the sewage, how we are conveying the sewage from household to the treatment plant. There are partial distributed system or combined distributed system. So there are so many processes how we can convey. Okay, so this is the part of the systems of or design of the sewage. After the treatment of the sewage, we get silage. After treating, we are getting silage. We are getting silage from the sewage treatment plant, which we have to dispose. Okay, there are various methods of disposing of sewage. Silage. So we we are taking the sewage, we are treating the sewage, and after getting the silage, we are disposing the silage to the dumping ground or composting. And there are so many methods. The Bangalore method, Indore method, like that. So this is the sewage and the solid waste management part. The last part of the environmental engineering consists of air pollution and the sound pollution. So the air pollution, air is the one of the most important constituent of our environment. Even a small concentration of pollutants present in the air becomes more harmful to the human health. So we have to take care of the air pollution part and as well as the sound pollution part. So this is the overview of the subject environmental engineering. So I will be uploading a video of this environmental engineering series on every Sunday of the week. Thank you.